Thank you, Kane, and welcome to Tim Hortons Field, where the Ticats have a chance to clinch their spot in the East Division playoffs and eliminate the crossover, but they want much more, namely to carve out a hometown road through the playoffs to the Grey Cup right here in the Hammer in just over a month. And 5 to go. Snap comes up to Riley, lots of time in the pocket, checks it down underneath, it'll be completed. Riley looking left, slant throw, Lucky's there again, and he's 3 for 3 looking for number 7 coming back. He is in a rhythm right now trying to find Lucky. Free safety blitzes for the Tiger Cats. It's picked up, Riley's got time, there he is again. It's Whitehead. It was 41 of 47 at UAB. Low snap, Masoli has to pick it up and try and find a receiver right on the money. It goes to Brandon Banks for the first down. Long down in distance, doesn't matter. Speedy B trying to find that explosion from 2019 and a nice chunk play there to go into BC territory. Coming from 15 yards away, Tyler Turnowski is the holder for the BC Lions offense. Long drive resulting in a field goal to open up the game. This time he opens it up over the top, and Sionte Evans got underneath and knocked it away, but Brian Burnham dug that one off the turf.
Yeah, this is not the usual Brian Burnham aerial act necessarily to catch the ball, but this one starts high, finishes low, but really the same ending. Brian Burnham with the catch.
94 straight games now with a catch, and just a couple. Riley pump, steps up in the pocket, ball almost came out, and he'll go down. Julian Hauser. This one hangs up in the wind as well, coming off the mountain here in Hamilton. As Banks picks it up at the 40, breaks across the 50, cuts back, weaves, and is in BC territory. Turnowski puts it down, and Bertolet knocks it through on first down. For a quick screen, Lucky Whitehead back in the action. Cutting back, and those yards after the catch we told you about, alongside the free safety Tunde Adeleke, a couple of young nationals. As Riley loads this one up, chuck and duck, picked off, Desmond Lawrence back the other way. Hamilton creates the turnover as again an underthrown fade ball for Lucky Whitehead down the right sideline. Saw the same thing last week in the rain in Toronto, but with slippery conditions at BMO Field, it was a knockdown. This time it's an interception.
Some good races going on nonetheless.
Over the top, down the sideline. Dunbar's going to make the grab at the 50-yard line, and if you're going to be aggressive on first down in your own end of the field, that's where to do it. Right down the rail for the big first down.
Yeah, and beautiful touch on this football. Plays perfectly. I mean, we talk all the time about the wind at your back being an advantage. You still have to have a feel for how much that wind is going to affect the flight of the ball.
5 receivers in with him. We'll go 7-man protection, and Masoli takes a shot over the top. Brandon Banks into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger Cats! Extending their lead and possibly clinching the playoff spot is Speedy B for 6.
What do you do for an encore, Jeremiah Masoli? How about drop it into Brandon Banks, that corner route in the end zone? Again, receiver doesn't have to break stride at all.
First touchdown for Brandon Banks in 719 days. It's a big one, extends the lead, and gives these fans a look into what might be to come. Trying to earn an East final appearance right here at Tim Hortons Field, a possible bye in the playoffs. 2nd and 6 here against just a 3-man pressure. Loses the handle for a second, gets it back, and we'll check it down to Don Jackson, who scurries his way forward and gets the first down into BC territory. Not always hand down, man down. Swing pass this time. Jackson into the flats. Gone from special teams to marquee offensive players as needs the Hamilton 49-yard line. Wants it all, steps forward in the pocket, pressure on, now Riley will run. Breaks across the 50, will get the first down with his feet on 2nd and 14. Don't tell Michael Riley he doesn't still have some wheels when needed.
It's not going to save him anything in terms of punishment, but at least he gets a first down out of it. There you see plenty of green grass.
Highlights are one thing, production's another. He's got them both. Javon Catoy over the top. Nice little hurdle that time for the big man.
You know, Javon Catoy is so big that actually looked more like just a high step than a hurdle, just stepping over the oncoming tackler.
When your hips are that high. Pressure on, Riley gets it away. Lucky makes the grab. It's fun for Simone. His inside handoff. It's Butler. And scraping his way to the end zone, sidesteps a tackler, and the Lions get their first major of the evening.
And nice run here from James Butler. Bouncing this to the outside, spinning off a couple of would-be tacklers, running away from the extra blockers. Arm tackles aren't going to get it done on the stocky James Butler. The 2020 season canceled.
Riley on 2nd and long. pauses, looks wide side. Lucky Whitehead makes the grab. First down. Riley with a 1st and 10. Play action. Looks over the top. Pressure on. It'll be completed. Burnham down to the 30-yard line, and Riley again hit as he released it, but on point and on target. At 16 moves the sticks. First game here in the CFL. Inching closer. Knocks it through. Tim White over the middle after the incomplete touchdown shot earlier on. Jackson between the tackles, bounces to the outside, inside the 20, cutting it towards the pylon and brought down inside the 5 as Jackson slow to get up when the tackle made that time by TJ Lee, but goal to go for the black and gold.
Yeah, nice move here. He starts upfield, and then the quick bounce outside right there suddenly changed the pursuit angles on the defenders.
Masoli from the gun. Inside handoff, Thomas Erlington plunging forward, drives through a tackler and into the end zone as Sean Thomas Erlington gets his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
You're seeing Don Jackson and Sean Thomas Erlington developing into a pretty good 1-2 punch.
On the night, 4 rushers trying to get home to Riley. His arm gets hit as he releases it, and somehow he muscles it over the middle of the field. Checks it down underneath, it's Butler. Sidesteps 1 tackler, bounces off a 2nd and a 3rd.
Play.
Goes to the same side. Different result into the end zone. BC gets the sneak touchdown. Riley's 4th of the season. Now some special teams will factor in before Riley will touch the football again. Some of the kick recovery team. High lofting onside kick. Up in the air. Jalen Ackland. Ball is punched out as live. Who's going to slap it out of bounds? Can they get there? Who had last touch? They're calling it Tiger Cats football. Double tight look, inside handoff, and the defense does their job. TJ Lee first to tell the Lions defense to get off the field. It's time to try and put together a return here for the Lions, trailing by 8. Is there any Riley magic left in that arm? He's got time to step up in the pocket, downfield. Riley's telling Shaq Johnson, just go to the end zone.
Yeah, they have to now.
Final play of the ball game. Barring penalty, Riley steps up, going to have to take a shot, loads it up, into the back of the end zone, hanging in the air, incomplete, and the ball game is over. There are no flags down, and the Hamilton Tiger Cats have punched their ticket to the dance.
Riley looking for rhymes, but look at all the black jerseys around him. The odds were not in his favor.
The crossover no longer a potential with the Hamilton Tiger Cats victory. Hamilton holds on to win. Jeremiah Masoli still without an interception. The Ticats successfully clinch their playoff spot.